Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Slim Chance Outdoors. October 1st, opening morning for archery season, Oklahoma. Had a doe come by about 15 yards. Nothing else, it's kind of quiet this morning. Got a lot of acorns in the trees. It sounds like it's raining, there's so many dropping right in here, so... This property's got a lot of oak trees all over it, so the deer are probably going to be really spread out. I'm not getting any pictures of any decent bucks. I just started getting a couple smaller ones on camera last night. So I'm hunting just where I think, based on previous years, where they come through. It's full moon. Most of my pictures were in the middle of the night, so I'm thinking they'll probably wrap things up pretty quick. It's been daylight for about 45 minutes. I'm going to hang out a little bit longer. I'm not going to hunt too long this morning, just because I don't think they're going to be moving much during the day today, because it is that full moon, and I was getting a lot of pictures last night on the camera. So, hunt a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. Hey guys, so just had 3 bucks come by. One of them, he was kind of borderline based on the pictures I've gotten this year, but being the first day of season, and I've got until January 15th to fill my buck tags, so I just filmed him. Sure got the blood pumping though. It's exciting, especially when you get them in close like that. He got into about 15 yards before they turned and cut back through the oaks. They've been hanging out about 50, 60 yards out. I'm kind of just keeping an eye, make sure a bigger one doesn't come slipping in on me. But I was watching. I thought I saw some movement and looked through the binoculars and saw a spike. So I was setting the camera up to film him. And then I noticed 2 other deer coming through the woods and started looking, and that first one was the bigger one. I set the Sony up to kind of record him, and then I got some decent film on my phone, so I'll be able to play at least some footage so you can see them. At the same time they were coming in, the stand that I'm going to hunt tonight, I was getting pictures of pigs up there. Pig comes by, it's fair game. Especially that big boar that I got a picture of just a little bit ago. So it's looking to be an exciting season to start out with. A lot of times I go first couple of days of the season, don't see anything, or I tag out the first couple of days when I've got those bigger bucks patterned. But we've had some late rain this year, and the soybeans around here are still kind of green. They're not turning yet. So I think those bigger bucks are still in the soybeans and not coming into the woods and acorns and stuff over here yet. Soybean field's about a half-mile away. I know I've seen them go over there, so I'm pretty sure that's where some of those bigger bucks that I've seen throughout the summer are. But I noticed a little bit further north, the soybeans are starting to turn, so I'm thinking in the next few days, the soybeans should start turning colors, and those deer, they'll come off of them. They don't like the taste of them when they start turning. Once they completely dry out, they'll go back to them if they haven't been harvested. It is 8:16. I think I'm going to hunt another 15 to 30 minutes, see if anything else comes through. I think with the way the sun's coming already, it's going to warm up real quick, and I think the deer are going to bed down. I know the deer that I raise come about 9 o'clock. They've been bedding down every day, and they're not moving until in the evenings, and that's what I've noticed on cameras as well. And one thing about raising deer, you learn their habits like that, so I can see the deer at home, what they're doing. I can usually determine what the deer out in the field are going to be doing as well. But it's actually been kind of slow. This spot right here sometimes has got deer constantly coming through. It's right in a travel corridor, and it's in between a couple different bedding areas, and sometimes the does will get out of a bedding area that's back behind me and then go over to another one that's in front of me. Checking the weather to see what the weather's going to be doing. Yeah, see, it's going to start warming up here shortly. But we're supposed to have some cold fronts come through. Tuesday's going to be 85. But then there's a cool front coming through that day, so that might be a good evening to hunt. And then Wednesday and Thursday is going to have thunderstorms coming through. As long as there's not lightning, it's not pouring down rain, I'll be out hunting. If anything else shows up, I'll turn you back on. This video will probably be combined with the Sapiens hunt too. That was crazy. I don't know how you guys saw, but just all of a sudden there was deer everywhere. I had bucks chasing does. Because So those two does right there just kind of graze off real slow, but I had right in front of me, I had bucks chasing does. I've never seen anything like that October 1st before. So it was like it was mid-rut. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, we went from about to climb down and leave to jam-packed with deer everywhere, couldn't even move. I was trying to keep track of where everyone was running to and trying to film. I don't know what I got, what I didn't get. I'll have to play it back and see what all I got. That was just crazy. What I am noticing though is about 50, 60 yards down. What I'm noticing, about 50 or 60 yards down, maybe a little bit further, this seems to be where they're going. And then they kind of stayed right over, back over here in front of me, just where I couldn't shoot anything. Probably 45, 50 yards. I can shoot 45 and 50 yards, but there's just too much brush. There's just too much brush to do that in here. If I hunt next weekend a morning, I might take my saddle gear and go down where I'm seeing them move more and get up in a tree down there. God, that's exciting. I'm gonna give it a little bit, let them go lay down. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm pretty sure they'll be laying down soon. Then I'll sneak out of here. Alright, so I had a fawn come and lay down, and then had a doe come in. And I was just watching them, filming them for a bit. And then I realized what doe it was. It's the doe we call the tree looker, because she walks and will look up in the trees for us. We've been trying to kill her for a couple of years. When I realized it was her, I went and got set up to shoot her. By that time, she had gotten back around behind me in this thicker brush. I've had the camera pointing back that way. I don't know if I've got her on film any more or not. I tried using some grunt calls that I've heard my deer use that usually get them to come to each other. I tried using fawn distress calls that the fawns use in the deer pens when they're looking for mom or whatever. And she wasn't buying any of it. Her and her fawn just kind of waddled off. So she got lucky because I was going to send one through her. She comes back by tonight or tomorrow, or in the future. Now I know it's her. I'll sure enough shoot her. She doesn't usually blow at us. She just looks up at us, then avoids us, and it seems like other deer kind of find out that that's a spot that we're at, and they avoid that spot for the rest of the day. So just based on how previous things have gone, it's about 9 o'clock. I think it's 9 o'clock, maybe a little after now. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits and try to ease out of here. That fawn had bedded about 60 yards from me. Or 40 yards, I'm sorry. I arranged that. It was 40 yards from me. I think she was going to bed there too. And then she looked at the stand and didn't like what she saw and circled back right behind me. Then the fawn got up and followed her. So, I'm going to end this. It's been an exciting morning. I mean, it's October 1st, but it feels like it's been November the way they've been acting. It's really been unusual, but it's been fun. So I'm going to get everything tore down and then kind of sneak out of here and go get some breakfast and regroup for this evening's hunt.